Hey y'all, I'm back with the Project Life and Scrapbooking process video for the HIP Kit Club using the April 2017 kits. And this is officially my first time using the 12 by 12 system. I have used it a little bit a couple years ago for some college photos, but it wasn't like Project Life. It was just documenting some of the events that we went to when I was in college. But this is officially my first time doing the 12 by 12 system for Project Life, and I'm starting 2017. And yes, I know I'm using April kits for January, but that's why I love about these kits is they're not too themey, but I feel like they do go really well year round just with any pictures. And so I am actually using it for the first week of January. So I'm going to kind of walk you through what I'm doing here. I am just placing my cards. The cards are exclusive, and they're from the Project Life kit. And now I'm going to be cutting out some of the cut aparts from the cut apart sheet that came in our Project Life kit as well. And some of those are phrase stickers, and I'm just going to simply cut them with my trimmer. It's a little bit easier for me to cut several of the strips just kind of at once rather than using my scissors. It may take a little longer, although sometimes it can be tedious even using your trimmer to cut apart things. And now I'm going to cut a little tab there, and I've figured out that I want to use it on the top photo. And at this point, I don't even have anything adhered down. I'm just kind of playing around, and normally I don't start embellishing, but I think I immediately saw that phrase sheet and wanted to cut some of those pieces out because I knew they would go great with some of the photos. So now I'm kind of looking to see how I want to decorate my title card, and I'm going to keep it pretty simple. I'm going to fuss with these Paintbrush Studio alphas first because I was having a hard time getting like the placement right, but I do end up getting it, and it turns out just fine. So I'm simply going to adhere those down. And again, I kind of like play around with the placement. So I think the idea is to have them kind of connect, but mine didn't connect very well. I think it's because I was just trying to get them closer. But I'm going to go ahead and spell out one since there are no numbers on that particular set. That ends up being fine because I think that it kind of fills the card a little bit more. I'm also going to add a little label from the I think it's the Palm Beach collection by, goodness, My Mind's Eye. And I added both the dates, January 1st and January 7th, so that I could note that that was the week that I was working on, or that was the week that I was documenting. And then I'm going to add a little piece of washi down below. And I believe that washi tape came in our embellishment kit. And that is by Bella Boulevard, I believe. So now I'm going to start adhering down my photos, the ones that need to be, I guess, glued. But lots of things are like the actual 304 or 4x6 size, so I don't have to worry too much about that, which I really liked, and I'm enjoying doing so, or I enjoyed doing for this front and back spread. So again, some of those cut apart pieces I knew that I wanted to use. I actually ended up losing one though. I don't know where it went, but it was the one I was going to use for one of the park photos, and I just couldn't find it. But I ended up finding some other pieces to add. So for that top card, which ends up somewhere along the way it ends up switching with some of the middle cards, and I guess that's how is I moved those cards up, and so now this is acting as if it's the bottom card, but I ended up fixing it. It's fine, and I don't think it really matters as long as I put things in the right pocket. The order doesn't really matter to me. And the main thing was on the back side of this particular spread, I wanted to make sure that I documented just the park because I had enough photos for that, and then the front side is just kind of like the new year, and then the fact that I'm doing planning videos, and then the new goodies that I bought. So I felt like that was appropriate, or that was an appropriate way to set it up. So I just spelled out Park Love with the alphas from the Palm Beach My Mind's Eye collection, and then I'm handwriting journaling, and I'm gonna I'm using a .03, I believe, pen. It's from American Crafts, and it's a precision pen. And then I just stamped a little arrow. That was a goodness, what's that called? It's a Vicky Boutin. I know I'm saying her name wrong, but anyway, we got a roller date stamp in our kit, and so I used that. Also added a little wood veneer too. I added quite a few stickers from the My Mind's Eye Palm Beach collection because we got like probably like anywhere from 6 to 8 sheets of stickers just in one pack that came in our Project Life kit. And there's anything from like plain labels to like stickers with actual like captions on them, and then also some alphas. And so they're really versatile. Now I'm adding the word beautiful from it's a puppy sticker from one of our kits. I can't remember which one. And then I'm also adding the word day. I needed that card to be a filler card. I didn't really have much else to add to that card. And so I just thought that writing beautiful day would be fine. And then that D was coming up. It wasn't adhering right to the card. And so I just popped in a staple there. And those, I think they're kind of more of an aqua and gold foiled alpha. Those are exclusive to the Hip Kit Club. And so now I'm adding some chipboard stickers from the Oh My Heart collection. I added a little pair of sunglasses to the top card, and then a little bird to one of the park cards or the park picture. And now I'm going to pull from those little watercolor, okay, well, I guess I should explain. I did explain these in my box opening, but those stickers that I'm using that are black and white can be colored or watercolored. And so in our color kit, we got these kind of like crayon type things that are water soluble. And so you can use those. But I actually, for this project, used them as is. And I love the look of black and white. So I added quite a few of those stickers actually. And then on this picture where I took, or on this particular picture that I took at Michael's, I added a little circle element that said yay, and then also a label sticker from the Palm Beach My Mind's Eye collection right underneath that. Just kind of made a little embellishment cluster, and I love the way that turned out. I also stamped This Happened, I think, and I believe that's from the exact same roller date stamp that I mentioned earlier, the one by Vicky Boutin. I keep not wanting to say her last name because I keep feeling like I'm messing it up, but so on that particular card where I added that chipboard sticker by Pink Fresh Studio, I think it said capture moments or memories or something. Underneath that, there's some gold glitter dots. That's actually the specialty paper that came in the paper kit. I just cut it down to size and then added it right on top of pattern paper. And then now I'm trying to figure out what I want to add to this card that says yes, which I think goes great with the two pictures of New Year's Eve. And I'm adding a couple little stickers to those pictures, and then I'm going to add that flare button to the yes card. Just wanted to get the placement right on that, but I did end up getting that, and then now I am moving on to see what I want to add to that thumbnail picture that says Plan With Me. It was my first Plan With Me video that I ever posted, so I took a picture of the thumbnail and printed it, and then I added a little sticker from the Pink Fresh Studio collection. I love pictures that are taken, that are landscape and that are horizontal or whatever, and pictures that you don't really have to worry about covering up faces, because I love to add embellishments in the center. So that was my Project Life spread. You're going to see final photos at the very end, so stay tuned for that. I'm moving on to my scrapbooking process video, which is a picture of my daughter at the beach, and I'm focusing on the cut files. Now, these cut files that I'm using were designed by Jana McCarthy. She's a design team member as well, and they're really pretty, and I had a little bit of a time figuring out what colors I wanted to use, because I printed them, or I cut them both with the yellow cardstock from our kit, but also with the pink. It's kind of like a magenta hot pink. I don't really know. It's a hotter pink color, and it has a red tone in it as well. And I really wasn't sure about that yellow pattern paper underneath. So what I ended up doing was just, because I actually cut all that stuff on my silhouette, but I ended up just deciding I'll just find a new pattern and just trace it and then cut it that way. And it ended up working out just fine. I did have to like match it up, and I realized I didn't leave enough space on the outside for it to adhere to the actual like cut file. But you cannot even tell. It does not bother me. And then I ended up, what I did was I knew I wanted it where I wanted it on the page. And so what I did was I just adhered the pattern down, right down, and then I'm going to pop this up with foam dots. And those are Scrapbook adhesives foam squares from Hobby Lobby. And I love the height. They're kind of remind me. They're not the size of the Stampin' Up! Ones, but they kind of remind me of the height. They might be a tiny bit thicker, but I like the height. They're not too tall. So then I just adhered that down and it ended up working out. So then I did the same thing for this other cut file. I realized that I did not want the yellow underneath, that I would rather have the more teal color, or the turquoise, I guess it's more of a teal. And so I added that. And then for the heart, I just kept it as pink. And I love the way that this turned out. So again, these cut files are designed by Jana McCarthy, and I'm not sure if anyone else is focusing on cut files. I think the other person who is posting today does, but I love the way that, and there were more in this particular set. I think there was one that said, you're the best, and then I think Hello Sunshine maybe, or something similar. And so anyway, I love the way this turned out. And because I didn't pop up that bottom cloud and heart on foam dots, I went ahead and sewed it down. And I accidentally moved my photo diagonally, but then I ended up really liking it, so I just kept it that way. And then I really wanted to use this Sea Sun Fun little, I guess it's an ephemera piece from the Oasis collection, but I felt like it didn't stand out enough on the white background. So you'll see what I do to fix that. But I ended up loving just the boldness of it and how like it instantly became my title. And anything, you guys have probably heard me say this before, but anything that can be a title is perfect for me, because if I don't have to fuss with like alphas, then that is like my favorite thing ever. So I'm going to pop that piece up on foam dots, but I realized that I did that and then I wanted to nest it right up against the cloud. So I just moved one of the foam squares down so that I could let that rest right on top of the cloud versus it being too tall for the page or for that space. And I also pulled a couple of stickers from the My Mind's Eye Palm Beach collection, and I just popped I popped one of those up on foam squares, and the other ones I'm just kind of adding around the page, just like these puffy stickers here. And then that pretty much sums it up. The last thing I do is just add this Shimmer's Mist in the color O, Say Can You See? It came in a past color kit. And that's pretty much it. Here are my final photos. That is my Project Life spread, and then you guys will see my layout coming up after this. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will talk to you guys soon.